see them talk say, make we off mind. But thank God say, Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you ladder. Oh, yo, yo, Maiyegun don't come. Oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout. Oh, yo, yo.
Maiyegun don't come. Oh, yo, yo.
People, if they have anything at all, any modicum of integrity or respect, at this point, there's no point in grandstanding. There's no point in seeing them explaining Nigeria to an average Yoruba man. An average Yoruba man and woman knows what Nigeria is. Do you understand that now? An average Biafran woman, woman or man, right? Believe and they know what Nigeria is. We should never be found, or any of them should never be found defending Nigeria. They should be standing up on the side of the people, or else the uprising that is going to consume those who have been working against Yoruba people for so long, that uprising is gaining, the storm is gaining momentum. It will consume them. And I don't think they will be able to give your Jagawiri, because they call him Jagaban, the Jagaban of Borno. So maybe the people of Borno who made him Jagaban, maybe they will make him their own Oba in Borno, like we have a Oba of Yoruba land in Borno. Some of you may not know that. Oh, I picked that up somewhere today, and I said I'm going to share it with you. So maybe when Tifnumbu continue to speak on behalf of one Nigeria, continue to mortgage the safety and the lives of his own people, and the people are no longer listening to him, and this is becoming so obvious, even to his own friends up north, that he doesn't control everyone in Yoruba land. Even his own army, his own are jealous across Yoruba land. They know that they don't control all the people. So when the uprising will start, when the resistance will start, when Yoruba people will identify their enemies, these guys will have to leave Yoruba land. Because defending Nigeria at this point, it will be considered as a treason and as an enmity against the Yoruba race, Yoruba people. 60 million people say Nigeria is not working for them. Who the hell are you? Because you rigged an election? Because you are parading yourself as a governor? Because you think you represent or speak for people who rigged for you? Therefore, you can tell them that they are wrong? Come on. When the resistance happens, they will have to run away. Trust me. Like even though we are asking all our people to begin to think home, if they say they don't want you, we are doing this peacefully and legitimately. Rightly so. We are not calling for violence. We are asking that let us decide if we want to be part of Nigeria or not. If you are for Tifnumbu, you have the billions, you have all the money. Mobilize on the day of referendum. Don't send MC Oluero. Don't send all your thugs. Don't send your own shekau. Don't bring in your Nigerian army. Don't try all manner of fuckery that will eventually escalate, because you may not know what that will lead to. Because when you bring all of them, Yorubas will push back. Yorubas will fight back. And when this happens, you might have to consider either being on the side of the Yoruba or be on the side of Nigeria. Don't always let emotion run riots on your mind, okay? Nigeria is not working. People are asking that something should be done. Some people said they are powerful and nothing will be done, that you can go and do your worst. If you try anything stupid, we will crush you. That is not the way to negotiate. That is not the way to have a conversation. That is not the way to build a country. You can't rule 200 million people like you are ruling people in an open concentration camp for a long time. One day, they will overrun the camp. They will break the camp. They will break free. So maybe they can then because we can have these people back in Yoruba land, okay? And then Tifnumbu can go back to Borno and become the Jagaban of Borno. I mean, maybe, I don't know what that would mean. Jagaban Shah, like this.
Yoruba Hassan Alao Yusuf, also known as Kabiyesi to Borno communities, opened his doors to all well-wishers and advocates to witness the installation ceremony of new chiefs to his traditional council. What happened was unexpected but greatly appreciated, as the Deputy Governor of Borno, Umar Usman Kadafur, was accompanied by not less than 10 commissioners of the present administration in the state, special advisors and assistants to the governor, traditional title holders, members of Yoruba community from far and near. Mai Hassan Alao Yusuf could not hide his joy as APC chairman Ali Bukar Dalori was also present to witness the occasion, with the Kabiyesi kickstarting the event by thanking God and the royal father, Sheikh of Borno Abubakar ibn Umar Garbe Al-Amin Al-Kanemi, for making the epoch-making ceremony successful.
I pray for good health, long life, and wisdom for them to take to carry on with the assignment given to them by the Yoruba Traditional Council, Borno. They should be good ambassador of the Kabiyesi and try every possible best to unite all the Yorubas. Not only the Yorubas, including our host communities and other communities that are residing in Borno. I want to use this opportunity to extend my sincere thanks and appreciation to His Excellency Alhaji Umar Usman Kadafur. At the same time, I want to extend my sincere greetings and thanks to all commissioners that came. Most importantly, our party chairman, Ali Bukar Dalori, my colleagues, special advisors. They are numerous to mention. They are just too many. So they should please accept my sincere thanks and appreciation.
I know many of you know the trick, okay? All these kind of tricks won't work anymore. We want to have a conversation. I mean, this whole thing, right, is a trick. That's not how to unite people. You don't unite people by pretending that they love themselves. When every spark, boom, they will start killing themselves because they don't look like them or talk like them. This is the reality. Do you get that now? We are not saying that Yorubas are not living everywhere. We are not saying Igbos are not living everywhere. What we are saying is that Nigeria is not working for anyone. And this division has now led, especially this Bokwari division, has now led to more people saying, no, we are not going to accept people that are killing us simply because we are also living elsewhere. Our people are not in the forest kidnapping people. You cannot change the narrative and then turn it into, oh, you just want to start tribal war. People love themselves. When in a little way, I mean, if every little disagreement, you start killing themselves, they will start killing everyone. In the name of these tribal differences, it is time for everybody to come together to say, are we interested in living together? Why is that so difficult? But they are putting up different semantics. You would think, say, now only Borono. Okay, you have no idea. You have your own, what do you call it? We have our own emir too in Lagos, where Tifnumbu reside, the Jaga bandit, the Jaga Wiri, the Jaga idiot, the Jaga criminal of Lagos State, Ashiwaju àwọn olè, Ashiwaju àwọn gbéwiri, manipulators, people who have actually stolen not just the future of their own generation that is gone, they've stolen the future of the generation after them. They've stolen the generation of those who are supporting them. They have even stolen the future of the future of their own children. So you just become, you will become, what do you call it? A Lagos Abobaku, or you become Oshogbo Alimajiri, or you become an ombudsman, a sophisticated moron, obedient fool, or whatever you choose to be, an ombudsman. I mean, sorry, an what do you call it? You know, the Hallelujah boys, they know themselves. I don't envy you guys, but when you look at it very well, it is all a manner of trickery. They have same in Lagos State. This one came with a song. You might be kind of jiggling, you know, sort of, you know, shaking your head when you watch this. Now, another version. If you don't know how they are trying to make it look like, All we need is just to tell ourselves that we love ourselves. Oh, I love you. Oh, I love you, one Nigeria. But whenever we become angry, they say, oh, he's an Igbo man, kill him. Oh, he's a Yoruba man, kill him. Every small thing. Oh, Yorubas must vacate the north. Igbos have 7 days to. What the hell? It doesn't matter. But at least they put up another propaganda for us in Yoruba land, which is not going to sell. That is not the kind of unity we are looking for. Yeah? Is it?
Aya, sarkin fulanin Legas, sirge kana masu tsoro, zaki kake sa su horo, hasken talakawa gatan mu kazan kurewar kure. Nace sarkin fulanin Legas, sewa kana a lafiya dai, bangon gini ga kajar mai, sarake na dina dan Allah ka zama mai kyautatawa. Gaba dai muje sannu sarkin murde ake cewa babba, ka kai muje maka baba, sarkin fulanin a Legas ka cika mai saraba ka. Kowa yana jinjina ka anti Muhammad Bambado bangon talakawa gaba dai ba abun mugiwa shiga dai mai yi wa kowa basara ke mai kulawa kai ado ka burge kowa ka fito mai jinjinawa korama mai baiwa kowa kai baka halin dagawa sarkin fulani ya baka baban ma an karrama ka zaki kana tafiyar ka jama'a suna martaba ka sarkin fulani ana mai ba talakan shi dama shiga dai saka takon mai gida a'a gaba dai sai babban mai gida haya kai sarki mai kwarjini ga namijin kwarai yau ka cika shekara 25 kamar alhaji Muhammad Bambado sarki masanin komai Allah maka sa farko mai sarki na dina Allah gaba dai muje sannu sarkin murde ake cewa babba ka kai muje maka baba sarkin fulani a Legas ka cika mai saraba ka kowa yana jinjina ka anti Muhammad Bambado bangon talakawa gaba dai ba abun mugiwa shiga dai mai yi wa kowa basara ke mai kulawa kai ado ka burge kowa ka fito mai jinjinawa korama mai baiwa kowa kai baka halin dagawa sarkin fulani ya baka baban ma an karrama ka zaki kana tafiyar ka jama'a suna martaba ka sarkin
I don't know if I heard Makayata or Kayamata or something like that. But I know a lady called Jaruma in Nigeria that is selling Kayamata or something like that. What's that called again? Kamayata or Kayamata, something that has to do with buying or love, you know, that kind of. Oh man, they say Nigerians, happy people. Tell me you are not enjoying it, bright, oh bright. Are you telling me that you are not yet doing like this? Eh? Now propaganda video. We just want our people to know that is not the unity we are talking about, okay? It is not a unity that says that people who are killing people can get away with it, even though people are giving flowery statements and all of that, making speeches that looks like they care, but they don't. Do you understand that now? And every time they are doing all of this, tell me, we have consequences. And I care a lot about consequences of their actions and inactions. Do you get that now? When they talk and say, oh, we are doing this, we are gonna, you know, yeah. Look at what is going on in Kwara. So I am very much so in tune. When they put their propaganda video, you know what we do? We will share the video in a way and we tell our people, don't fall for it. When the governor comes and speaks flowerily and say all this manner of beautiful things, we say, listen, this is what he said, but don't fall for it. They don't like us for that, do they? They don't like us for that, but we love ourselves for that. Because it makes you look and say, not true. Some of you have seen the video and say, and are like, hey, see, eh? And this is the type of Nigeria we are. See, Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, everybody should work together. Eh? And for the sake of those who have died for night, blah, 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 because you have seen videos like that. It is all fraud. That's not the unity. It is called the unity of graveyard. There are things that are really deeper, embedded, that are really dividing Nigerians. Until you discuss it, Nigerians will continue to fall and die. Do you get that now? That's not real. And they don't understand us for that. They said we are troublemakers. How am I making trouble? For telling people that don't believe their lies. And every time I told people that don't believe their lies, the consequences comes back. I am proven right. But instead of them to say, Maiyegun, you were right too, they will say, tell us solution. I have told you solution. Break up the country. But that's not how to just break it up. No, I know. But start the process. The process is that people knows that there are embedded division. Take, for instance, look at what is going on in Kwara. I'm going to share a video with you. Okay? But Nigeria is so bad. It's so corrupt that even when people that you think are honest, trying to help, you realize that they even have their own shady ways. Honestly speaking, before I go to Kwara, let me share this video with you. A man came out, I have shared his interview with you on Maiyegun's diary here. He came out to tell us how they are using Katsina State's money to pay bandits. We know about that. We have evidence, but we finally have somebody who came out from that part to tell us, and we took it. Then the government is fighting him. They took him to court. They arrested him. He said he couldn't walk. He couldn't do this. You know that guy now, that Mahadi guy. That man is a whistleblower. He was meant to be protected, but the system is the system, right? The system is trying to silence him like they have been doing to everyone, okay? But this man just put up a drama to curry sympathy, and that broke my heart, right? We know what is real. We want to tell the true story, but we want to tell the brutality. We want to tell the story of the brutality of these guys because so many people have suffered these brutalities. We saw what they did to Showore. We saw what they are still doing to him. We saw what they did to the NSAS protesters. We saw what they are still doing to them. Then this guy came out and blew whistle on the corruption of funding terrorism. We knew about it. We believed him. But Baba, the drama where this guy had, no be from this world, oh. They say now from Kannywood. I want to douse the tension. I want to quickly fill my tank. And you can enjoy this before we go to Kwara. You still have time? Stay tuned and watch this.
Please, there's a drama playing out. One of these people is pretending to be sick. And I don't know what his name is or who he is. Now watch him now. You can see him is rubbing cream. These are the... Okay, just watch. It's a very funny drama. Nigeria, these are the people killing this country. Watch him now. You can see him rubbing cream. This man wants to go to court, and in the court, he'll pretend as if he's about to die. Watch him. You see, he's standing now. I don't know his name, but he has a court case to answer. Court case for corruption. Watch him now. He's charging his phone.
Administration in the state, the governor, Shema is being tried for corruption. This fake whistleblower has not commented about the matter. He is not interested in the matter. He is after. No, of course. Where was he at that time? He didn't do any whistle. He's based in Kaduna now. He was close to the government. You know.
All these people, wickedness. God will catch all of now one by one.
So
now this is the court sitting now. See him. See him. See him now. See him acting as if he's paralyzed.
The feeling that they have is that
see the belt on his waist. Look at him now. Look at him. God have mercy. Just look at the same man that was bending and rubbing cream. Now he's pretending as if he doesn't have legs again. Criminals, God will expose all of you.
The abuse of the internet is what we see.
Just watch.
103 videos attacking people. Meanwhile, you even you
watch
have
him.
No credibility. From what we have seen now, credibility
like this in court now. I won't believe that.
Credibility has been done to shreds. Even if you
take a look at it, someone who is really, who really has spinal cord injury will work better than this. Will work better than this. All these are acts,
drama.
They don't make believe.
Because Kanye Wood,
Exactly. He will make a great
Say Kanye
all
Wood.
those Kanye Wood stars, they need to headhunt him. Their producers, he will make a very good actor. You know, especially in the comedy. You know, they should get them. Ali Nuhu and other people.
See the collar on his neck.
Kanye Wood, they need to get this talent so that it can be used. You can't even suspect. At this stage, in fact, when I first saw that video, I said, but why should why?
Oh, why this thing trip? Okay.
Somebody who can walk on his own. This person will run faster than.
Can't you see him? He was doing the. He was making prayers.
Watch now. After here, now they will go and pray.
Prayers. If you are not fit.
Okay. Now they are coming back from the court now.
He cannot even bend down to pray.
See the way he lifted himself up.
Look
At this stage, he's been reducing the theatrics.
Yes.
Little by little. Reducing the theatrics. Little by little. You know, because he wasn't sure that people were not.
He didn't know there's a camera in the room.
Still watching. But the moment that door slammed shut,
Bakam.
he was sure that he and his accomplices were the people left. At that point, he became his real self. He's an extremely dishonest individual.
Hey.
You can't set stop with whatever documents this kind of person will bring.
Now see him now. He's praying now. Hey! Hey! Nigeria! Nigeria! Hey! The man that has spinal cord injury is not bending down to pray. See him. Hey! God. God will catch all of you. God will expose all of you.
It's a mixture of, it's a mixture of disappointment, at the same time comedy, sort of comical. Do you see that? I have friends who now watches me from outside, who are actually not Nigerians. Okay, so we have I have friends now from other African countries who also tune in to watch Maiyegun. So if you are watching me and you are not a Nigerian, right, I believe that we have bridged that gap of accent issue. You've managed to understand every word I have been trying to say or have said, so you can identify yourself if you are not a Nigerian, and then you find our conversation so interesting enough that you're just going to tune in. Because I've got a few of you who are actually not Nigerians and they're always tuning in. Sometimes our stories are always like so comical, like that. Drama, unbelievable stories. When you listen to stories like snakes swallowing money during a corruption trial, or monkeys stole money that was meant to pay for pension, and so you know what I mean, and stuff like that. Yeah. So these are stories that comes up, or politician that escaped from the police and he stood on the tree. He said he escaped from his kidnappers and he was on the tree for 24 hours. He didn't come down, and then eventually he came down and he escaped from his kidnap. Stories like that are things that makes Nigeria so kind of funnily crazy. Okay, but our stories are not funny. Our stories are real. There are real people who suffer these injustices. There are real people. There are families who have suffered this. On this platform, we have a woman, a very, very virtuous woman, Mrs. Victoria Idakbani. Her husband, who happened to be, is a a corporal, a lance corporal in Nigerian army. He's been there. He saw things. His friends have been killed, who were sent on a mission to go and fight terrorists, only for them to be ambushed because the terrorists have intel or probably been told about the military coming. So people being sent to their death. Lance Corporal Martins Idakbani made a video asking his friends and asking Buratai the butcher to resign, right? Asking his friend not to kill people, kill innocent people. Do you get that now? He said, please don't kill innocent people. If they give you the order, don't. I'm calling on Buratai, the chief of army staff, to resign. Something that could have never been, a crime. You can charge him for misdemeanor. You can charge him for putting through a disciplinary action. You know what I mean? But he was locked up in jail. I have some information anyway about his condition in jail. He's been in jail since last year, right? His wife, Mrs. Victoria Edapani, she's been all by herself, except for the help coming from, family members and friends, possibly. The lawyers have done all they could. They've received a court judgment that said he should be released, but Nigeria refused to honor that state. So there are real victims. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Okay? Don't think about that drama of that guy. There are real victims, people whose lives have been put on hold. Omoyele Sowore, a very brilliant, great man who believes that, rallying the Nigerians together to challenge the status quo and demand for something better, will likely change the narrative. As strongly as he believes in that, he's been persecuted in Nigeria. He's never seen his family now for the past, almost 2 years, simply because he asked for revolution. Revolution now is said. They said hashtag revolution is a treasonable offense in Nigeria. Hashtag could overthrow government. And therefore, Sowore is now, is now being given a city arrest. He's locked up in Abuja. He couldn't even go and visit his own aged mother. That's how cruel the people in that country, that's how they are. So there are real victims of the injustices in Nigeria. However, let's go to Kwara, where they have also turned religion, something that shouldn't be a problem. You know what I'm talking about? And let me tell you what I know about the story in Kwara. Before I do that, I'm going to take a quick break, a quick one where I'm going to ask you again. Since we have the number grown, we can't say we have 2,500 people watching Maiyegun, and we have less than 1,000 of you who have the time to give that thumb up. We can do that in a minute as a break. Then we'll go to Kwara again. Go on there. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you can do it now. If you love what you have been watching, maybe you should subscribe now. Oh, I'm asking you to, please. And if you can, it will be great. And if you haven't given me that thumb up, let's take that thumb up to 2,000 at least. I think I deserve that, don't I? Sure I do. So now let's do that. Subscribe, click that like, and we'll go to Ilorin, where they are using religion to cause further division among the people, where they are not talking about development, they're not talking about progress, they're not talking about how to give the children the best education they can get. They're talking about hijab, who should wear it, where they should wear it, and now it has taken a new dimension. But before we do that, give me that thumb up. You owe me that, right? Let's do it. Thank you. The news that came was that hijab was banned in some schools in Kwara State. And this didn't go down well with the Muslim community, who believed that, who felt slighted, that, who felt discriminated, religion discrimination, where they have a choice of dressing that symbolizes their religion. Children are being put into this. I understand how this is strong to, or how deep this is to everyone involved. However, the government got involved too. So before now, they've managed to work their way around it. They've done so well over time to walk around it where it's never been a problem. Until APC, the party that enjoys in the division of the people, using everything they can find, tribe, religion, politics, everything they can find to keep people apart, to keep them never together. Some of you may not really understand why, but I do. It is what keep them, it is what keep them in power. And to keep power, people must remain divided. Things that shouldn't really be. However, the defense of the state government is that they pay the salaries of all the staff in every school, in every public school in Kwara State. Fair enough. They said they also, finance and sponsor all the infrastructural development and everything in all these public schools since they took them over since 1976. So these schools were built by different religious bodies, missionaries, back then, okay? But there was a time that they forcefully took over the schools from them. They did not give the school back. Don't let anybody tell you that since the government sponsor schools and every school, right? Therefore, they own the schools. They forcefully, like they have been forcefully taking everything from everybody. Forcefully, federal government order, boom, forcefully. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? No one had a say. No one was invited, or your opinion didn't really count. However, the government controlled the schools. So they are in their defense. They employ Christians, they employ Muslims, they employ everyone, they fund the schools. So they will dictate, they will determine what policy of dressing children will put on. Great. Now that has taken a new dimension now, because that's a very valid defense. You cannot be paying and equipping a place, and then they will tell you that you cannot tell them how to run the place. You get what I mean now? So argumentatively, yeah, it's a winnable argument. But now the Christian Association of Nigeria came together today to tell the government of Kwara State that they don't want their sponsorship anymore. They don't want the government of Kwara State to pay the salary of the teachers anymore. They don't want them to equip the schools anymore. They will do it themselves, and they will lay down their own rules. This is what lack of, crisis resolution capacity. This is what it brings. Same thing, the way they are ruling Nigeria, where a Fulani man is now a dangerous man to everyone in every part of Nigeria, because the government couldn't manage the situation, because they could continue to tell everybody to either take it or go to hell. People won't go to hell. They will fight back. And the end result is something that most of these guys don't really plan for. And that is the consequences I'm talking about. Well, they have said it. They said, we no longer want Kwara State government to fund the Christian schools anymore. We don't need your money anymore. We don't want you to pay the salaries anymore. Maybe I should show you what they actually said. Watch this.
Let's go. Press release by Kwara Baptist Conference of the Nigerian Baptist Convention. This day at First Baptist Church, Surulere, Ilorin, by the President, Reverend Dr. B.S.A. Dada, the President of Kwara Baptist Conference. We, Baptists in Kwara State, wish to advise the Kwara State government to respect the rule of law concerning religious bodies, schools in Kwara State. We are saying, Kwara State government, respect the rule of law. Kwara State government, respect the rule of law. It is on record that this issue is before the Supreme Court of Nigeria. Therefore, the pronouncement of the state government closing religious body schools in subsidies and as a result committing contempt of court. Equally, the state High Court has issued an order that status quo ante be maintained. That is to say that both parties should return to what was obtainable before the present crisis. Consequently, upon the foregoing, we request the following from the state government, Kwara State government. One, to immediately open and reopen our schools forthwith. without wearing of hijab. 2, for emphasis sake, we want to reiterate that under no circumstances will we allow the wearing of hijab in our schools. The schools are our heritage and legacy bequeathed unto us by our forefathers. What we are seeing, what all of us, the Christian bodies in Kwara State is saying, give us back our schools. Kwara State government, give us back our schools. You have aided us for quite some time. We are satisfied with your aid, but now we say we can stand on our own. Release our schools back to us. But if the state government is bent on running the schools, we want to say we will henceforth not allow hijab or Muslims in our schools. If peradventure the government poster did not allow our children to do their work this year, posterity will judge those who are at the helm of affairs accordingly. The adage, government of the people, by the people, for the people, is no longer so in Kwara State. It is government of the people, run by Muslims, for the Muslims. However, the governor should remember that not only Muslims voted for him, all of us in Kwara State, Christian and Muslims alike, voted for him before he became the governor of Kwara State. Want to warn the government of Kwara State to stop peddling unfounded rumor. Nobody, I repeat, nobody has received nor will receive any gratification from government officials. No amount of intimidation, no amount of falsehood, no amount of provocation would deter us from achieving our aims and our goals. And we say loud and void, loud and clear, no retreat, no surrender. As Jesus lives and his spirit lives, success is ours in Jesus' name. Thank you and God bless you. Thank you.
That is the situation in Kwara. It is not going away, even though we don't know what they're going to do to them next. But this is how problem brews. So that when the whole thing finally escalates beyond what anyone can handle, which it has gotten nearly to now, right? People will be saying, hey, how did we get here? I don't like that question most of the time. It's so rhetorical that even those who are asking it knows the answer. They know. How did we get here? Religion, hijab, respect, law, respect, religion. These are words that actually possibly makes us who we are. I mean, why should anybody be so vast in using religion as a tool? I've never had any problem with this hijab of a thing in Kwara State for a very long time. Not at this scale. Just same way we've never really had this Fulani terrorist going everywhere, kidnapping people, killing people, claiming that the land was bequeathed to them by their forefather Usman Dan Fodio. That never visited there. That never really got to Shogbo in his life. He never got to any part of Yoruba land. All these things are strange things that are making people ask, why should I want to continue like this? Strange things. A state governor attacked. People are no longer interested. It all started somewhere. Religion. I don't know. It's a powerful wonder. I don't really see why we should involve our children in it at all. But we'll continue to monitor that. It's also part of what is brewing from Yoruba land. The other day we saw a video of an Islamic cleric who said Ilorin people, Kwara people are not Yorubas. Meanwhile, we have people in Ofa, we have people in Oro, you have people in oh dear man. All this using religion to keep people divided in order for them to keep the power is part of what we have to crush. And we will crush that. Benue State Governor, here's something I want to share with you. But before that, right, let's quickly take a walk. Or to do a walk quickly. Oduduwa Odua Nation. I just want to share those clips with you before I go to Benue. And then before I take you to another one, those who are doing theirs on the street, raising the awareness, is beyond all of this. So some people are not comfortable with that. Fine. But who cares? People they have the right to express themselves that way. Politicians who are milking the people, they should listen to the people, or else, listen to this.
Begin shoot them back, and they can't push me away from the place where the bullet been they come. But the bullet they walk up past my ear, fiong, 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 with the other people. But God help us. No bullet touch me. No bullet touch the security people where they with me. But one of my security man told us that when we went to set place, he was able to hit one of them. And the villagers also tell us they saw those people carry somebody. They go as if something do them. If me as governor, they go attack me like that. If the governor of Borno, they go attack him. Who they safe again now? Who go farm again? Benue in a food basket. Now with all this, and I get over 800,000 IDPs. We know if you go back to their home.
What do you think they want for Benue State? What do you think they want with you?
They want to take over land and make we be slaves. That's so they do them since 1800. That's so they do them. In 1804, our people, our forefathers stopped them. They know if you take over our land. And now the same thing they want to do. Not be saying that cattle in the Congress. All this one, then they carry the cattle matter, close people's eyes, make them no see them. But me, I don't see them. God don't open my eye and I see them. So my life now in God's hands. The day when you say I go die, I go die. But if God say I no go die, no, I'm not afraid of them. And nobody go intimidate me. Because I know that the thing what they do now the right thing. This thing don't pass federal government. It don't pass even Buhari, our president. The thing, they say all of us must come together and work. But our president and federal government must also do the thing we go bring all of us together. If they do it like that, we can come we go agree say anything where we discuss now him they will do. I'm not be saying eye service they will do us.
Trust is a very powerful very powerful word. Nobody trusts them. Ask yourself why. How come they don't trust them? Do you trust them? Didn't they tell you that they're going to build you refineries every year? Didn't they tell you that they are going to give you 3 million jobs every year? Did they not tell you that they're going to end corruption? Did they not tell you then that they are going to bring back your electricity? What about all those things they told you? Where are they today? Benue State, they said they have over 800,000 IDP. Do you know what that means? 800,000 families, 800,000 human beings, women, children, families, old people, living as refugees in their own country because they can't go back to their villages. Think about that. We are recording that in Yoruba land too, as we speak. We just don't have the data fully yet. Who is going to sit back and watch that? Meanwhile, at the National Assembly, the people who actually speak for the Fulanis, do you know how they see them? It will shock you. That's why you will say, you know what? Maybe they could just break everything. And let me tell you something. One good thing that the Yoruba are demanding for right now, in the next couple of days and weeks, Yorubas have told all the representatives from Yoruba land in Abuja, all the senators from Yoruba land in Abuja, who claim to be representing Yoruba, that they should move a motion now for the Yoruba referendum on the 12th of June, or else everybody will have to wait for what is going to happen. They are asking that all the Yoruba House of Assembly, all the Yoruba State House of Assemblies, they should move a motion now. Let me tell you something. Even those who are lawyers in Yoruba land, Femi Falana and co., they had no choice. They just want things done legally. Some of you are still thinking, oh, Yorubas are not going to, it go shock you. I mean, it go really shock you. When I say shock, it go shock you. Because you see the people we are dealing with, they are not interested in having a conversation. They have a different views about the whole problem. They even have a different solution that says all of us must accept it. You get used to it or die trying. Peter Man, thank you very much, Jerry, for your super sticker. I've got so many people on tonight, and I can easily lose all the comments because they just jump and jump. Thank you. So I'm going to read your super chat as usual. They are public institutions, referring to the Kwara schools. The schools in Kwara, right? So both sides have lost their damn minds. Religious battle over hijab or Christian doctrine in a school is laughable. You are absolutely right, because this is what the situation is. Everybody is going to milk it. That's the point. They milk it. They don't provide real solution. The children will suffer it. Did you also hear where they said they are like the children who are going to be affected may likely write their West African Examination Council, whatever, WAEC examination? That means this whole grandstanding supremacy of a thing, religious this and that, will affect thousands of children's lives. They won't write a WAEC. Do you know what that means? Well, we'll lay it bare, and we hope they are watching and they can think right if they haven't lost their mind, as Peter Mann puts it, you know. So this is how they see themselves. When you talk about Fulani terrorists, they come around to twist it around and change it around and tell you to accept them because they see them differently. They don't want to talk about it. They just want you to accept what they tell you. Who does that? I mean, who does that? Listen to this honorable lady, a Fulani woman.
I don't know why Nigerians, we have become so edgy now. Maybe because of the food we eat now. We eat so much of Maggi. We have become so impatient that we don't want to listen to each other. We don't want to, provide solutions that will be workable to our country. Mr. Speaker, I sit here, my colleague is saying the cattle and the herdman, values his cows more than the lives he is killing, which is not true. You can't sit down here and just make conclusions. Yes, the herdsman values even the life of the cow more than his own life. That is how God has created him.
No cow, not even 10 billion cows, is up or has enough value like a human being. It's not up to one human life. So when you say God has created them in such a manner that they value their cows more than human beings, I find that very insulting and demeaning.
Do you get that? It's the mentality. She first started with, maybe it's because you are eating too much Maggi. You have become so edgy. We're not listening to ourselves. A Fulani man loves his cow because that's how God created him. Which God says a cow is more valuable than human life? Like, who does that? Come on, man. Like this. That is Ondo. Ondo, Akure, the state capital. Moo, moo, like a moo land. Eh? Imagine turning Yoruba land to the moo land. Moo, moo, moo. So that we can all say, since cows, God created cows like human beings, we can all just start dressing like moo as Yorubas, and you go about, you say moo, moo land, moo, moo, moo. You know what I'm talking about? All that will remain is just to dress them up, and we can all go to the moo land. Do you get what I'm talking about? That is what we are rejecting. That is what they are now asking us, that we are asking for too much. This is what they are telling us we shouldn't be talking about. This is what they are telling. This is why they are telling us that we are troublemakers. Governors in Yoruba land who think they are speaking for the Yorubas, tell them if they are speaking for the Yorubas, they should not look for a day that we have to become this, where Yorubas will have to dress like this. They say, Abdul Malu, how are you? Malu Sikira, how are you doing today? They say, put time for your name, oh, you are Abdul what? Oh, you are Richard Cow or Cow Richard, I don't know, Mumu Land, I mean, you know. Then they will say Yoruba, they say Ade Malu. Malu Bisola, Agbo Tunde, you know those names. Because you have to live in that reality too. The Mumu land. We are looking for Oduduwa land, Oduduwa Republic. We are not supposed to be kowtowed and pushed into a Mumu country. Does that make any sense? Somebody said Filabeti Aja. You know, guys are mental now. They know. They say Mumu land. You see, we have Arewa version, but I'm not really going to do that. Okay, I just want you to know that the Yoruba governors who want to turn us to the Mumus and all of that, they should think again. Okay, the people knows who are coming after them, and some people don't even want to have anything to do with Nigeria again. Do you get what I mean now? So, you know, I'm very good at coining names, by the way. Like, they just come. You know, they just come, and people just feel like, oh, how did you come about that, Maiyegun? I know. But you know what I'm talking about anyway. Like, you have to dress like a cow. You have to get used to it because God created them. And you have to love a cow like human being. What stops that? They will say, imagine if they call you Malu Becky. Agbo Bukola, Agbo Becky. All those stuff. Anyway, we have run so deep into this conversation that I can still go on and on anyway. But see, we'll do that some other time. Okay. So thank you so much for your time. We picked up something. Also, I picked up this. Somebody who is completely tired of Nigeria, and they did this. This is actually. Let me tell you something. Okay. No matter how upset you are about Nigeria, no matter how much you feel like Nigeria is this or that, say your mind, express yourselves, but please, don't join the band. I mean, the people that will publicly cut their passports. It is illegal. You see, that passport is the property of the country. Normally, you can be arrested for it. You can be prosecuted for it. Don't do it. And if you have to do it, don't record the video. We don't need to know. Destroy the passport, burn the passport. You don't need to make a video of it, okay? But I have somebody who did. And since he's already made it public, he had a message behind it that I want you to listen to. But for the clarity, for the sake of clarity, it is illegal for you to publicly destroy your passport. You can't burn it. You can't cut it. You can't shred it. You can be arrested for it. You may say Nigeria can't do anything, but I'm saying it to you now. It is wrong. Don't do it. And if you have to do it, don't, please, publicize it. But our brother get message,
and
I go share them.
Passport on passport you call certainly gbogbo nǹkan tó jẹ́ Nàìjíríà kò wúlò Nàìjíríà ti expire ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì Nàìjíríà ti expire already Nàìjíríà ò wúlò mọ́ kò yọ gbé passport ẹ̀dá nìkan kò wúlò níbikíbi àwọn olórí wa owó náà kó jẹ kò sí nǹkan gidi tí wọ́n ṣe láyé wọn mo wá fẹ́ dúró de aláàbá ẹ̀dábídà láwọn Nàìjíríà tá níbo mo fẹ́ gbà nítorí èmi kúlọ̀ Nàìjíríà wà sínú òyìnbó tó wà yìí gbàdájọ́ máa rò ó ṣẹ́ẹ̀tì rí ìkan mo ti gé tán yẹn ìkejì lélẹ́yìí. This is the second one. I've visto a mulher já diri. Anything Nigeria, I'm out of it. Yoruba Nation is what I stand for. Secondly, you do the woman. Nigeria is nothing. It's not improving. Nigeria has failed us already. So Yoruba Nation ń gbogbo fún wọn. Ọkọ̀ òkè ń jẹ́ ti abá tọmọ. Kọ́mọ ní àlà. Ṣé ti mo ti dé yẹn tán? Oṣù kù ń bẹ̀. Ṣé ti àwọn yòókù nìyí? Ẹgẹ́ dànù. Nàìjíríà ò wúlò. Passport Yoruba Nation máa jáde very soon. Ṣé ti tẹ́kọ̀ọ́ wá sí náà tún léyìí?
Thank you. Somebody said this, Baba Gaddafi. These are people who have their reasons for doing it. Many of you have your reasons for doing it too, okay? But I'm saying it just, just to let you know that it is wrong, okay, to do that. Maybe you may think it's not wrong to do that to Nigerian passport, but legally, it is wrong. And I get to know about that myself. Do whatever you like to do with Nigerian passport in your own closet room, okay? But, well, thank you very much. Oh, somebody just said maybe Maye Malu. Abi now, I will have to go and get my own name. Malu Maiyegun or Agbo Maiyegun. Agbo Maiyegun or Malu Maiyegun, something like that, I will have to pick one too. Everybody will have to pick something. Like, no joke. Just like we spoke the other day about the way they are mortgaging the lives of our people with the Chinese loan, that all of you should begin to go and learn Chinese. And you can also break your name into different one. If your name is, I don't know, let me see. You can just begin to pick other names and you begin to learn Mandarin, Chinese, so that you can, because very soon now, instead of Agbero to say, oh yeah, Owoda, you will just say, yen. And when you get something like that, they're asking for Agbero. You will see Chinese when they go to collect Agbero for the train station in Lagos, because they will take any money, all money that they can manage to take. Because if all these people who are borrowing the money, putting their people in there, 25 years, 40 years loan, last, even Agbero collecting Agbero money inside at Idumota, collecting Agbero money at Moniya, or collecting it at Iwo Road, or somewhere in Abeokuta, or wherever you have all this Agbero, or Badeshida Road in Akure, or wherever, you will begin to see the Chinese there, like, when you went. I don't know the meaning, and I'm not mocking them. I'm just saying, because I don't speak Mandarin, all right? I'm just saying that scenario that can happen, okay? Which means that you may start seeing, we spoke about that the other day, but with the level things are going right now, maybe we are just going to be a confused people in the Mumu land, or we will all have to agree that we should demand for what is right, something that respects us, something, okay, that actually respects who we are, before we continue to be part of the country that is trying to force us to be who we are not, and continue to divide us along ethnic, religious, and tribal line and all that, right? If we all claim to be educated enough, smart enough, then we should be able to pass that same knowledge across, educate ourselves why we should be asking for something that, if we don't, might eventually take everything that we will never get back again. First time in a long time, my video lasted for 2 hours. Some of you actually stayed for 2 hours. Wow. I think we are actually a community indeed. Thank you very much, everyone, for your time tonight. Remember, I told you about the Age Nigeria Foundation. I want to see those those senior citizens from Ijebu. I want to see them exercise again. And you who want to reach out to them, please reach out to them. Wherever you like to give to them, send it directly to them. And at the same time, put the references from Maiyegun's supporter stuff. Add that. I will appreciate that. Just for a minute, let's watch them in Ijebu again. Our aged senior citizens who are receiving help, support from the Age Nigeria Foundation. It means a lot, right? I just received a message from the organization, the foundation now. They said, some of you have actually added money to what you contributed. Now they have 27,000 naira from the Friends of Maiyegun. That's a good one. So let's watch the women before we go. Remember to like and, subscribe on Maiyegun's Diary before you go. And you can reach out to the Age Foundation within the next few minutes. Thank you so much.
Shift your hand like this. Mommy, I said, try to do like this. Carry your hand small, small. If I be doing it like this by now. Small, small. The corner. Don't sorry for it.
I like it. I wish they could make us a better video next time, which I can share with you, all of you. They are watching me too. I just got a message that we are watching you too, Maiyegun. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you for doing what you are doing. Okay, for those people, and we hope you get your. It's a thankless job, like I said. However, we appreciate you and we are thanking you. So everyone who wants to support them, the information is on your screen. It's Nigerian Bank. If you have been used to sending money to Nigeria, I implore you to please chip in $1, chip in a 10, or whatever you help if you can. And then, thank you very much, everyone, for your time tonight. So I'm going to round it up tonight. So for my friends who have been learning Oduduwa anthem, there's a friend, Uche. He said, Maiyegun, I love that Oduduwa anthem. I wish I could sing it along. It sounds so soothing, so relaxing. I wish I knew every word for word, but I'm reading them on your videos. Please continue to share that with us, okay? So that we will continue to learn, not just the Yorubas who want to learn about the Oduduwa anthem. I'm happy to hear that, yeah? So if you have the time before you go, okay, you can just quickly wait and learn that too. Just a few seconds. Oduduwa anthem. And remember, I'm going to see you again next time. Until then, stay safe and be proud of who you are. Oduduwa Nation. Now, good night.
She said,
Them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say